All right, so here's the final video of practice work 4.1 of Math Nation Florida edition. And we're on number 8, 9, and 10. All right, so here we go. We have describe how angle BCF could be used to determine the measure of rotation or the degree of rotation of triangle PX, PFX. So PFX is this one right here. So this here is PFX, and this is the pre-image. So this is the before the rotation, and HBV. HBV is one called orange. HBV is the single one, and the angle that they're talking about is, we'll make it green, and it's, C is the vertex, and B and F are the other points. So B says I'll make it green, but I didn't, and CF. So that's the angle that they're talking about. All right, so it's saying that this is the image, and that's the pre-image. So it looked like it moved from here to here. So that's looks like a pretty strong case for a counterclockwise rotation of 90 degrees. So counterclockwise rotation of 90 degrees, right? And how it can be used to find the determination of the angle. So and all this shows here is that this angle between B and F is 90 degrees, and these two individual points right here is a 90-degree rotation, and it went from here to here. So that's what all this question is asking. And since this is a 90-degree rotation between this point, and this is a 90-degree angle, that this is a counterclockwise rotation of 90 degrees. Okay, and if you wanted to, you could pull up a couple points here, and then you would see that you could put together the algebraic expression, but we're not going to do that here. It's not what the question is answering. All right, or asking. So, all right, the next one is describe how the coordinates of angle PX, or of a triangle PFX. So PFX, that's our purple one, and it's a pre-image, that's our before one, and HPV, the same two angles. How those could be helped to determine the degrees of rotation. Well, now we can, I guess, figure those out. Okay, so we have angle B here. Let's see, we have angle B. Or sorry, not angle B, but point B here, that is a -5, and we have a point of y value of 3, and we have angle F, or point F here, that is 5, y value of 5, and an x value of 3. And then in order to see how this transaction happens, you can see that the x value and the y value are exchanged. So the x value becomes a y value, and that the x value is, or the correction, the y value becomes negative. So the y coordinate is multiplied by -1, and the x values and y values switch. So the y value, which was here, so like the y value, which was the initial one for the 3x minus 5, which became the x value right there, that was became the y value. What became the x value for the post image, or the image. So better way to really kind of say that is that you have the algebraic expression x comma y, right, and then that would yield yx, comma x. But which one became negative? Well, the counterclockwise one would become negative, and that would become that's y comma x, and that's a clockwise rotation of 90-degree algebraic description. Clockwise rotation of 90 degrees algebraic description. So anyway, because if we wanted to move and change and rotate this clockwise, we would take the 2 and then we would swap it, make it negative. So that's how that works. Okay, then describe the orientation of the triangles, which helps transform or translation and orientations are different. Well, it's pretty straightforward from if you went back and watched the other videos, a transformation here between the S here, between this triangle and this triangle. This transformation just picked up this triangle and this triangle and just pretty much moved it or slid it over, and there was no change in the orientation of the triangles, right? They're still pointing like this, the matched coordinates, like this SY lined up with this HB, they're the same match points. It's still pointing like this way, right? Still pointing like that way, right? Whereas in a rotation, the orientation altogether just change, pointing different directions. So the answer is translations do not change. I'll just type it in here to make it faster. So like translations do not change orientation of a figure, whereas probably spelled wrong, whereas rotations do. So there you go. There you have it. I hope that answers and solves any questions you may have, or if you have any questions, please feel free to ask them in class. Thanks.